Right then folks, Greeno here. Where am I today? Well, I have come up to the Midlands and I've come to the biggest city in the Midlands. I am in Birmingham. Now what do you think of when you think of Birmingham? Maybe you're a heavy metal fan and you're thinking about Ozzy Osbourne, Robert Plant, Judas Priest, those kind of guys. Or maybe you're a fan of the Peaky Blinders. That's obviously set here in Birmingham. For me, the one thing I always think of, Balti. Birmingham is the home of the Balti, and I couldn't come to Birmingham without trying one. So, behind me here we have the Taj Mahal. Now this is a restaurant that is a stone's throw away from Birmingham New Street Station, and I mean literally, I could probably pick up a stone and throw it at the station from here. This restaurant has been open since 1962, and it has a Balti on the menu. So we're definitely going to give that a try, and we'll grab a couple of other bits too. I'm excited. A curry in Birmingham? Yes, please. Come on. Okay then folks, I've come inside. I'm in the Taj Mahal. Not that one. We're not in a large marble building in India. I'm in the middle of Birmingham. Now, I have the menu here, and it has all the things you would expect on a regular Indian restaurant menu. A bunch of starters, including various tikka dishes, kebabs, that kind of thing. Samosas, there's some tandoori dishes, some biryani dishes. What they're classing as traditional favourites, which are all your regular curries. You've got your bhunas, you've got your rogans, your madras, your vindaloos, all that sort of stuff. And then you can customise it with whatever protein you want in there. They do have the Balti, and I'm going to read out to you what it says on here about a Balti. Balti dishes are famously invented locally here in Birmingham. It's cooked in rich flavours with onions, capsicum, peppers, herbs, and with a chef's special sauce, a medium dish. Anyway, I'm going to get a few things ordered. Probably going to go for something like a mixed kebab starter, something like that if I find one on here. They do have a mixed kebab, yeah, with some chicken tikka, onion bhaji and sheikh kebab. That always gives me a nice little indication of what the restaurant's about as a starter. We're going to go for the Balti. We're going to get some kind of bread with it, maybe a side dish, maybe another curry dish. We'll see. And I've got a cobra on order. You've got to have a cobra if you're in an Indian restaurant, don't you? Looking forward to this. My order is in. My cobra is here. Let's deal with this first. Oh, nice and cold. Just what you need to go with the curry. So I did go with the mixed kebab starter. Like I said, that's chicken tikka, onion bhaji and sheikh kebab. Just £6.50 for that. I think that sounds pretty reasonable. Moving on to the curries, I have gone for a Balti. I've gone for a chicken Balti, but I've actually gone chicken tikka. You have to pay an extra 70 pence. So the chicken Balti is £10.80, another 70 pence, £11.50 for chicken tikka. I've also added in spinach to that for another 70 pence. Bombay potatoes to go alongside that. A little bit of a carbohydrate, £5.75 for that. And I've gone with a keema naan. Now I like a keema naan. I like that thin layer of spiced meat that's in the middle of it. That's going to be really tasty along with everything else, I'm pretty sure. How much is the keema naan? Not expensive, £3.95. I mean, compared to prices down in Dorset or in London, that's very, very reasonable. So, first up, got a couple of poppadoms. Nice and crispy. Lovely thin poppadoms there. What are we going to go with first? Maybe the mango chutney. We'll ease our way in. Now, this looks like it's a very smooth one, actually. I wonder if it is actually just a mango chutney. There's no lumps of mango in it. Oh, that is lovely. It's not too sweet, which I quite like. Oh, yeah. We'll move on to the yogurt and mint dressing here. Nice thick consistency to it. Sometimes they're a bit runny, aren't they? And they kind of slip off of your poppadom. That, good consistency. And a very nice, fresh, minty flavour to it as well. Now we'll go with a tiny bit of this onion dressing. As you guys will know, Raw onion is not my favourite thing, but it looks like we've got some coriander in there. We'll just go with a little bit of it, see how it is. Fresh. The onions aren't too harsh a flavour. And that little bit of coriander kind of almost dumbs it down a little bit. Now it's time for this. I wonder if this is just lime pickle. It might be, but it looks kind of crazy. Here we go. It is lime pickle. Lime pickle is an assault on your senses, isn't it? It's sharp with that lime citrus. It's fierce with chili heat. Oh, and when it catches you at the back of the throat like it just has them, oh, it wakes you up. I gotta say, I do like it in here. Kind of what you'd class as a traditional Indian restaurant. You've got purple walls around and whatever. Nice little white tablecloths on the table. I think Mrs. Greeno would like it, she quite likes purple. Staff, really friendly. Yeah, it's been a nice experience so far. Right then folks, my starter plate has arrived, the mixed kebab. And I gotta say, it looks great, it smells great too. Before I get started on this actually, I was just chatting with the guy who's serving me. He told me this is actually the oldest curry place in the West Midlands. I didn't realise that, shows how good my research is. And it's been in the same family since it opened in 1962. So, lots and lots of history to it. Let's see if that history bears out on the plate. It did when I went to Portsmouth, didn't it? I went to Akash. So, I'm going to start with these grilled onions actually, because they're one of my favourite things when you get this. They cook them all up, and they get all coated in the spicing. They're nice and soft. Beautiful, soft, sweet onions with all of that curry spicing on there. That's a delight. We'll keep the onion theme going and move into the bhaji here. So we just got one little bhaji here on the plate. Looks a nice colour inside, as you can see here, nice yellow colour. Not the greatest bhaji I've ever had, but by no means the worst. The only thing I would say about it is it could do with being a little bit crispier on the outside to my taste. The flavour of it is fine, the onion is cooked through nicely. Let's use a little bit of this yogurt and mint sauce on there. Yeah, just do it a little bit more crisp on the outside, but I mean that may just be my personal taste. Chicken tikka here. It's soaked in that marinade. Let's give it a try. Now that's good. The chicken is lovely and soft. The tikka marinade on the outside has a sweetness, but it does also have a little bit of fire. Not enough it's going to put anybody off of it, but just a little undertone of something a little bit spicier than you might normally expect with the tikka marinade. Moving on to the Sikh kebab here. This is obviously made with minced lamb. Let's have a little look at this. Again, nice colour throughout. Quite mildly spiced. But again, with an undertone of that chilli in there, which kind of zings everything to life a little bit. I think, again, being lamb, this will go quite nicely with that yoghurt and mint dressing. It does. It really does. I'm going to munch this up, and I'll see you when the main course arrives. I cannot wait for my Balti. Get that Balti in my belly. Here we go then, guys. We've got the chicken tikka Balti here. Again, great smells coming off of it. This should be to Madras level of spice. I asked them to up the spice level a little bit, just to kind of get it a bit closer to my taste. Apparently they offer it at all different kind of spice levels. That's here on the plate. I can see the tikka poking through, kind of bright orange in colour, up against the dark, rich colour of the sauce there with the spinach in it. The Bombay potatoes, they're over here in this pot. They look really nicely cooked. Again, in a nice thick sauce. Bit of coriander on there, there's bits of tomato and all sorts in there. They look really good. And let's not forget this bad boy, the keema naan. It's a big one, isn't it? Look at it. Less than £4 for that. £3.95 for that keema naan. That sounds incredible value to me. Anyway, these are probably, I guess, what we're going to class as the stars of the show, aren't they? And I'm actually going to start with this potato side dish. What I will say as well, the plate was lovely and piping hot when they brought it over. Still very, very warm now. That's going to help keep that food warm, isn't it? So, the potato looks nicely cooked through. In fact, it is. It's almost falling apart as I try and stab into it. Okay. That, again, a bit like the chicken tikka on the starter, is a touch spicier in terms of chilli spice than I expected it to be. Again, not overpoweringly so. This is rich. You've got a load of onion there in the sauce. Pretty heavy coriander seed. I don't mind that at all. And the potatoes are cooked through beautifully. That's lovely. Chicken tikka, Saag Balti. So, I mean, look here at this thick sauce. Not even falling off the fork. I will say, it's a little oily on the plate, where it's been sat there now. And obviously they're using ghee in the cooking process, so you're going to get that a bit. It's a brave decision to wear a cream t-shirt when you're eating a curry. But we'll see how we go. That sauce is great. There's fresh garlic and plenty of it. There's onion. And there is that little follow through with that kind of Madras level of spicing. But it's not crazy heavy. Oh, that is yummy. Let's try it with this chicken tikka. Now I'm guessing this is going to be very similar to the chicken tikka I've had on the starter, of course. That little bit of sweetness you get in that tikka marinade does come through. Again, the chicken is nice and moist. Not dried out in the cooking process. The thick sauce clings to everything. And there is that little extra underlying heat from that kind of Madras spicing. That is a really, really tasty curry. Like I say, the only minor criticism I'd have, there was a little bit more oil in there than I would like, but it's not detracting from the flavour at all.
So you did get this, how's the
Yeah,
food? Is it
it's
alright?
very, very tasty. Yeah, very tasty. Just had the check back on the table there. The staff here are so friendly, so attentive. When I finished my starter, they came over, asked me if I enjoyed it, what I liked, what I didn't like about it. Really, really kind of professional. They're buzzing around, but not being obtrusive to anyone. Just being there when you need them. Right. Let's get on to this keema naan. Now, the keema naan is the one with the little layer of minced meat in the middle. Again, spiced. Let's see if I can open it up so you can see inside. There you go. So it's almost like a very, very thin layer of spiced kebab meat, if you like. Wafer thin though, but it imparts a really nice flavour into the bread. The keema element in the middle, again, not crazy spicing, I mean almost a fragrant spicing to it. I mean that is very tasty. It's filling, that much is for sure, but crikey it's good. I mean if I was to score as we're going along, because I kind of scored the starter, didn't I? I'd say the potatoes are a good 4.5 out of 5, as is this. I think the Balti dish, flavour-wise, it is really, really good. Just that little bit too oily, so I'm going to say that's about a 4 out of 5. But do you know what? Overall, as a sort of curry house experience, it's pretty damn good. Right then, folks, I am full as an egg. It has to be said. Oh, good curry though. Good curry. Taj Mahal here, just behind Birmingham New Street Station. I've been well looked after. I have been well looked after. Let's talk about the bill. So we have the chutney tray and the 2 poppadoms, $4.95 for that. The mixed kebab, $6.50. Road sweeper there, missed me. Unlucky. What else do we have? The chicken tikka balti, $11.35. Bombay potato, $5.75. Keema naan, $3.95, which I have half of in a little bag tucked under my arm because I couldn't eat it all and I didn't want to leave it there. And a pint of Cobra, £5.90. Total of $38.40. I don't think that's bad value, do you? For the amount of food there with a pint? I think that's more than fair. More than fair. The guys there, they know what they're doing. 1 or 2 things, not quite to my personal taste. A little bit too much oil in the Balti, like I said. And the bhaji could have done with a bit more crisping up. But I think for the price, it's great. It is really, really good. So, I know I've scored the dishes that have gone along, but I'm going to factor in the service as well, which I think was excellent. Really, really good. Oh, I didn't mention either with the bill, sorry. Talking of service, no service charge on there. I did leave a tip, because the service was great. What am I going to score it overall? Well, like I say, I think the service is going to bump it up a little bit, taking those minor things I mentioned in the food into account. I think I'm going to give it about 4.4 out of 5, I think. 4.4 out of 5, yeah. I mean, it's a good curry house. Is it the best curry house I've ever been in my life? Probably not. Is it the worst? Absolutely not. I've been in some stinkers in my life, let me tell you. This is a really good one. 1962 they've been running in the same family, and you can see why. You can see why. It's not that busy in there tonight. I'm here again. Not a peak time. I'm on a, where am I filming? Monday evening it is today. I forget what day it is sometimes. Yeah, Monday evening. Not that busy, but the phone was ringing in there. Plenty of people ordering takeaways. And I'm sure later in the week, that place will be absolutely heaving with people. If you're in Birmingham, I would suggest giving them a try. I think you'll like it. I do. Really friendly people. Good, solid cookery on the curry. Yeah, 4.4 out of 5. I like it. Well then guys, so if you've enjoyed this video looking at the Taj Mahal, no, not that one, this curry place in Birmingham. And don't forget, click a thumbs up on there for me, it does help with the channel. And if you like this video, take a little look around, see in the vault if there's anything else you like, and if there is, click that subscribe button and ding your bell for notifications. That way YouTube will tell you when new videos come out. Right, where am I off to now? Well, you might be able to tell. I'm here sort of early-ish evening. It's starting to get dark. I'm tempted to go for a lie down. I'm so full up. Hotel is about a 15-minute walk away from where I am now, so a nice little walk will sort me out first, won't it? See how we are then. Anyway, I'll catch you on the next one, folks. Bye for now.